everyone, and welcome to episode 304 of the 8-Bit Geek. If this is your first time, let me give you an idea of what this show is like. It's a lot like Super Bowl 53. No one really wanted it, but we still had to tune in just to see what happens. You know, for the first hour, it's really boring. And right when things get exciting, game is over, and you're left wondering, why did I waste my time? Thanks for tuning in to 8-Bit. I'm Jeremy. And with me today are two men who throw
I'm sorry?
With me today are two men who throw touchdowns inside one of another.
Wait. Who's the quarterback and who's the receiver here? Who's the Patrick Mahomes and who's the
Well, you got
Travis?
You're both on offense and defense, so.
Oh. Wait.
That's how a football game goes, Kev.
Okay. Well, I'm Kevin.
I'm Tom Brady.
Oh, that took a turn.
Oh, what a sad super suck.
You mean the subpar bowl?
Yeah.
There you go. Hashtag subpar bowl.
I got a friend at work who, well, I don't know, associate at work, who is a huge Patriots fan, and he's like, oh, classic game. I loved it, really. It was a showing off the defense, like old school football. That's what it's about. Okay, man.
Yeah, like I had some friends like that too, and they were like defending, and they're like, it was just a game of some solid defense on both sides. Like, no, both of you guys didn't want to win.
Yeah,
it just seemed like both teams just phoned it in.
both teams
Maroon
knew
5
that
didn't help any situations.
both teams knew that if they won, they'd have to go to the White House. So neither wanted to win.
One of them was getting Hardee's.
Yeah, there's some cold Hardee's burgers.
Now you know what's going to happen. These motherfuckers, since they're best friends with Trump, at least Tom Brady, they're going to get some steak and shrimp, and then it's going to blow up in the president's face. And Romo was really the MVP. Yeah, I agree with that.
What? Yeah, why is he? He's a better commentator than he is a football player. Better defensive coordinator.
He's actually one of the best statistically, he is one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game.
When he wasn't injured, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why his career was cut short, wasn't it? Because there was just too many injuries. That was like,
I got old.
Yeah. But the dude he could like see plays coming from a mile away.
He knows the shit. He makes it very, even if you're not a fan of football, he makes it very entertaining to watch a game when he talks.
Yeah.
Because he's just a fucking genie, man. He's like, all right, so what's going to happen here is they got to throw a bomb. They got to throw one downfield, and you got to go on the attack, and you got to get aggressive. Next thing you know, 30-yard fucking throw.
Well, he called it with the KC game, the KC Patriots. He was like, oh, yeah, you see that guy right there? They're going to throw to him because he's got only like double coverage. And that play happened, and everyone's like, why can't he be our defensive coordinator?
Yeah, he would be an awesome defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
You know, we watched football, I guess. I mean, I kind of watched it. I watched it on a tiny screen, not on a big screen. I watched it on my phone in the ER. So
everything all right?
Yeah, you know, it's an age-old story. Wife's brother gets on a dirt bike and goes around a racetrack and crashes said dirt bike, breaks 6 ribs, punctures his lung, collapsed lung, aorta starts bleeding and gets damaged, and he has internal bleeding. Fly him over, you know, in an airlift helicopter to the JPS. They do emergency surgery, put a stent in his heart, and fix him all up. They thought they were going to have to open up his chest for the lung, but they didn't. Then he came out of surgery and found out that he has more broken bones. His clavicle is broken. His pelvis is broken, and he broke his pinky.
That one you got to kind of laugh at.
Yeah, no.
With all the damage.
That's going to be the hardest. That's going to be the one that's going to be the hardest to recover from.
Yeah.
And I tried to make him laugh because it hurts him,
Yikes, because he's not already in a lot of pain. Like, hey, let me just add on to this real quick.
And so he was in the he's awake, and Ashley was up there because it's her brother. Ashley's my wife. And I said, hey, tell him this for me. And she's like, what? I said, I already changed your baby's diaper. I'm not changing yours, so don't ask. And so he got a good laugh out of that. Good. She's like, all right, no more.
Yeah, good laugh followed by a good cry.
Yeah, but is he in the clear right now? Like, is he good? Like, he's on the road to recovery?
Stable. He's stable. They have to put the tube back in, the breathing tube, I think, because he's building up air into his chest because of the hole. And so they have to put that back in, and he's not happy about that. So,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but he's recovering. I think everything is going to go okay.
Good.
It sucks, and so we had a whole Super Bowl party, and anyways, it would have been boring for people to come over and watch that stupid fucking game. And I even took the time out to watch the halftime show, and I was like, ew.
I just saw everyone just ripping on Maroon 5. I'm like, yeah, welcome to 2006.
Mm-hmm. It was like, did you see Blink-182's tweet?
No.
They go, because he has a big tattoo on his stomach, and it says California.
Oh, and yeah.
They go like, I didn't know Maroon 5 was such a big fan of the last album.
That's awesome.
I thought they were going to say something along the lines of like, oh, I didn't know Travis Barker was the lead singer of Maroon 5.
That too.
Oh man, it was funny too. Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead, Kev.
No, I was saying it was somebody said a meme like he was at the tattoo parlor and the guy said, which one tattoo did you want? He's like, oh, I'll take that whole left side of the sheet. Because it was all just the way it was laid out.
It looked like somebody else did a meme, and they're like, "Oh, look, it's temporary tattoos." A whole sheet of them. So that was the Super Bowl, and that sucked. Even the commercials, like people who tune in for the commercials, were very disappointed as well. It was very disappointing overall.
So. Yeah. Which is not, I don't want to say not surprising, but at the same time it is, because since the NFL is like losing viewership, you think that their big event of the year, they already pump a lot of money into it, but you think that they would be pumping more money into it. I read a report even before the Super Bowl happened that, they normally sell out of their ad spots, forever in advance because people want their ads to roll during the Super Bowl, and that they like days before still had slots open because people are not buying ad spots for the Super Bowl.
And the price didn't increase for Super Bowl ads either. They remain the same from last year.
Yeah.
Cost.
So, which I think is just insane. Like,
listen, we're going into the day and age of advertising has got to change because of what Netflix is doing.
Well, it's that, and then with all the rule changes and everything to the Super Bowl, like they must have known that their viewership was going to be down this year. So people probably were like, no, we're not going to spend millions of dollars for a 15-second ad spot when you have things like we can make better ads for like YouTube and stuff that we know that millions and millions and millions of people are going to see before Ninja's next video.
Ain't that the fucking truth?
Yeah.
Well, if you like that intro, if you like what we're talking about, then we invite you to listen to us on Audio Boom. It's so funny. I'm about to plug them because we've gotten questions about Audio Boom.
Yeah,
and we answered them on the diner this week. Well, on Fan Friday. So, but Audio Boom, they're a wonderful, wonderful partner of ours. They sponsor our show. They sponsor. They pay for the bandwidth for you to receive it, and go listen to them over there. And if you don't want to, well, we're on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher Radio. You can follow us on social media at the 8-Bit Geek. Of course, we record this show live every Monday night on Twitch, the home of Ninja. He'll be on the show next week, so just tune in for that.
He won't be.
I'm sorry. We're gonna put him on the show because we're gonna have a clip, or we're gonna just put his picture up. Okay. So technically, he will be.
We're catfishing the audience here.
It's the new way to clickbait. It's listen bait. Ear bait.
Here,
We'll come up with a better name. Ear bait.
Gross.
Ooh, I like that. Ear bait.
Mm.
We're gonna ear bait you.
Did someone say ear bait?
hear no evil, see no evil.
Oh, is that my twin? Oh. So
Gross.
you can also hop over to Discord. Discord is a wonderful tool that we've been using for a long time now. And it's a community where you can come together and meet new people. You can play some video games with everybody. You can talk to us if you ever had a question for us or anything like that. We're always around. And then, of course, we have a book club going on right now through Discord where we're reading Peter Klein's 14.
Yep.
And you've got, 3 weeks to get through 40 chapters?
Yeah. Which basically, I mean, it's about halfway through the book, but it looks like we are going to have our first little meeting on Sunday, the February 17th. So
good. So if you still want to get in on that, you can. We're using Discord to do that. So jump on in, tell your friends about it as well. And we're going to be playing some Apex this Friday as the community game.
Saturday.
That's right. But in some countries, it would be Friday.
Nope.
So we have other shows on the network. Apex Saga, Eva's Dropkicks and Dives, and coming soon, Brainberry Tarts.
This brand new show we've never had on the network before. You're hearing about it here first. Brainberry Tarts.
Spoiler alert.
It is the first of the month, the first weekend of the month, the first week of the month. Whoa. Patreon. We should have read names this week, but it's going to be next week. So stay tuned.
I have them open.
What's that?
Oh.
We can actually do it?
Yeah, I have it right here.
Oh, as soon as I said it, you immediately opened it, didn't
No,
you?
I had it open. It was just my screen was minimized, and it does this really weird thing with the list. So I made the window bigger because I keep the notes out of the way. That way I can see you guys, so I can see your pretty faces.
Oh.
Though the people in the chat can't, but I can.
So yeah, we'll be doing some stuff through there. But with Patreon, we have an amazing network of people who have decided to spend their hard-earned money on us and say, hey, we believe in what you're doing. We want to see you guys get paid in order to do more things. So the money that we get every month from everybody, it goes right back into the show. But we do want to let you know we're so thankful for everything that you do give, because we understand that not everybody has the money to give, but they still do. And then some people are just, really, 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 I mean, you guys are really thoughtful with your donations, and you help us out a lot. And we try to show our love by giving as much content as we can over there on Patreon. We actually have something kind of special that we're going to record soon. I hope. I'm still putting the show notes together for it, but I think when you hear it, you're going to instantly want it all the time. I'm not going to give it away, but we're going to read off the names now of all the supporters that we have. And once again, thank you so much for everything.
Oh boy, here we go. All right. We've got Aiden, AJ, Andrew, Benny Babs, Blake, Brett, Bruce, Bryce, Byron, Carl, Caleb, Chipboard, Chris, Coondog, Cutie, Jimbo, David, Deborah, does it need my actual name? Doug's favorite Brit, Dr. Roxo, Ed, Eric, Floor Salami, Francisco, Hall, J-Boy, Jeremy, Jonathan, Josh, Joshy Boo. What'd you say, Jer?
I said you're welcome.
It's not you, Jer. It was a different. That's another Jer.
Yeah, I know. I always say that you're welcome for all Jers.
Okay, so Julian, Kane, Keegan, Crassy, Christy, Larson the Ghost. Oh, that's spooky. Lauren, Lawrence, LW, Leonard, Leslie, Linz, Liss, Mado, And so, sorry, as I switch to the next page. Matt from Australia. Menacing Aphid. Merle. Or Merrill. Probably Merrill. That makes more sense. Michael. Oh, God, here we go. Michael. Milo. Oh, I thought there was more. Oh, well, I thought there was going to be more than just 3. Boo. Nick. Not Chad. One Step Down 19. Pete. Renee. Robert. Ryan. Sean. Snorkel. That is a classic. The Short Bus Riders. The Majestic Goose. Timo. The Lonely Trainers Pokemon Gang.
Real shout out.
Tony. Travis. Windress. Who the fuck is Kenny? And was it Zaylon? They told me I said it right last time. I don't remember which one it was. So that is all of our patrons. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
that is awesome. You guys are the best. Also, Crushed Paradise, another 2 month or another like double-digit months came in, resubscribed for 12 months while we were doing this.
Nice.
So awesome. Thank you so much.
Yay, thank you. All right, let's get into misconnections. Every week we take real ads from the misconnection section of Craigslist. We read them in funny voices. They're completely real. We don't edit them in any way, but we definitely can't make this stuff up.
Boy sees girl. Boy is interested in girl. Boy awkwardly stares at girl from across the room. Boy never approaches girl. Girl leaves. Boy swears they are meant for one another. Boy turns to Craigslist for help finding girl. 8-Bit Geek steps in. Welcome to Misconnections.
Okay.
Oh, did you point to me?
You sure as shit did.
When?
when you were looking at your dick or whatever the fuck it was you were doing. Like, hey there, Princess Sophia. It's been a while, huh?
I forgot the name.
I got so caught up in it.
I was looking at it. It was looking at me with its one eye.
Started talking.
What?
Oh no.
What did it say?
Oh, it was like, hey man, what's up?
Hi,
I was like,
hi Jeremy. It's me, Princess Sophia.
Oh
I've been so lonely.
God.
what's up, princess?
Nothing, just hanging around
Yeah,
next to these two nuts.
You want to go pee later?
You mean barf? Sure.
What does it feel like?
Sorry, the chat.
What does it feel like? I mean, imagine you just ate all the spicy food in the world. It's just hot lava coming out my mouth.
Fuck. Am I suffocating you sometimes?
No, most definitely, especially when you grip too hard.
Man?
Well, we got a new misconnection voice.
Yeah, that's some low-hanging fruit.
Well, Jared's almost 40, so
Oh boy.
Well, you guys are gonna get real personal with Princess soon.
Francis, oh god, it's like the diner again.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, this week we're holding off on the misconnections requests from last week because we have some Super Bowl stuff here. Kev requested us to do them in honor of the shit bowl, and
The shit bowl.
and we're going to use some classic voices this week. We're going to double up next week on your misconnections to make sure that you get them. So, who we got? Kev, who's Doug doing? Who did you request him to do?
His pal from overseas.
Who's that?
Do I have to say it? He's going to introduce himself.
You don't even remember, do you?
No, I know who it is.
Well,
We paid a lot of money to get him here. He was flying from overseas.
Uh-huh.
Our good old pal, Sir Reginald Pennis.
That's me, boys. It's me, Sir Reginald Pennis.
Hey, man, what's up?
Oh, not much. Just the cousin of your boy, Sean Pennis.
What's that?
I'm just the cousin of your boy, Sean Pennis.
Yeah. Thanks for coming over to do this for us.
No problem. Can't wait to be a part of Saga next weekend.
Uh-oh. I've got bad news.
Oh? What's that?
Well, we've already casted someone that's coming in out of town. I don't think that we have another spot open.
Oh. Well, that's a pity.
Yeah. Well, you can watch.
Hmm.
Hey, we have someone in the chat who's asking, where are you from?
Nottingham.
Not where?
Nottingham.
Nottingham?
Yeah, sure. Whatever. It's all the same.
God damn it.
Well, what do you got for us this week?
Seeking fun, flirty older woman for fantastic frolicking.
Nice. Say that 5 times fast.
Nope. Hello. Thank you for taking the time to read my post. This is probably a long shot, but I'm in town for the Super Bowl and was wondering if anyone is adventurous enough to meet for a meal or drinks. Nothing sinister. I know, says the guy on Craigslist, looking for a hookup. Or just some polite, interesting conversation and a few laughs. Why older than me? I just get on well with women older than myself, and I find the conversation flows easier. I'm not bothered what your status is. Just don't be crazy.
Fair.
If you are interested, please be able to carry out conversation. Nothing worse than getting blood out of a stone. You know, the old British saying, nothing worse than getting blood out of a stone. That's very popular here, yes?
No.
Sure. Also, don't be a negative Nancy or a Miranda moans a lot.
What?
I've never heard
A Miranda moans a lot. Well, that one can have a double meaning. I'll take one type over the other. It means don't complain a lot. But I will take the one who is loud in bed. I like to be positive.
What?
Okay.
Me, 35 tall. I don't know if there's supposed to be a comma in between there, but let's just say I'm 35 hands tall. I'm a giant. White, British, and all around charming and completely modest guy. Winky face. Looking for tonight, maybe 8:30 to 9 p.m.? What say you?
What say you? So say we all.
Yours, exuberantly, Sir Reginald Pennis.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, ooh, it's a bit chilly in here.
Oh, the window.
There's a draft. Hey. Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Hey, what's going on?
Hi.
Hey, guess what, motherfuckers?
Oh,
gosh.
no.
I'm a motherfucking champion. Go Patriots.
Oh.
Look, these balls, okay?
Mm.
Deflate these, okay?
Yeah, I'm not surprised you
A
had.
funky bunch. I got 6 rings just like them. I made a rap for it, okay?
Okay, do it.
Okay.
Go.
Oh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Super Bowl champs.
That's it?
It's been a while, okay? Anyways, I got something to say, okay?
Okay.
I was a Super Bowl visitor in downtown Atlanta because that's where the Super Bowl was. It was a big building. Do you know that they served hot dogs and a drink for under $5?
Dollars?
Anywho, you. Oh, I should have pre-read this. You. Again. don't want to say it. Black guy wearing a tracksuit downtown last night, sitting at the bar, having drinks with your girl. Oh no!
Finally, the joke's on you.
You had a fat ass, man. Had my dick on a brick.
Nope.
Try that again.
Yeah.
Oh. Had my dick on brick, and your girl can get it too, okay? I know you for the festivities, but I'm deaf. Twine, connect before you head back next week. We can have a party of our own. Dance Dance Revolution, baby.
Oh.
Anywho, what are you guys doing?
I've fulfilled a bucket list wish of hearing Marky tell somebody that they have a fat ass, man.
The bucket list item for you, Kev?
I have a very sad bucket list, man.
Hey, Kev.
Hey, buddy.
Kev.
Hi, Mark. Hi,
Kev.
Mark.
Kev.
Hi.
I think you got a fat ass too.
You have definitely not seen my ass, sir.
Let's
I
see
make the
it.
walls jealous.
I'll make it big.
Yeah, there's no cams on tonight. I can show you guys my ass.
I will pump you up.
Oh, no.
Anywho, gotta go.
Thank God.
All right.
Well, I always miss Marky, but man, it sounded like he was getting in some action.
Okay.
What do you think about my ass?
I don't know. He's out the window. It's really
great. That's nice for him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this one goes out to all those Super Bowl widows.
Did people die at the Super Bowl?
You know, Super Bowl is a very lonely time of year,
Mhm.
you know, for people who lost somebody. They sit by the TV watching those commercials, watching two teams they don't care about play. And I just want to be there for them. Now I ask, are there any Super Bowl widows in here in Atlanta this weekend that want something to do? I'm a white male here for work and off Sunday. Come holla. Come hither.
That's all you got?
Yeah, it was really that's all I could find. See, I couldn't get any tickets to the Super Bowl, so I ended up going to Atlanta and just going to the Coca-Cola Museum. Conversations, by the way.
Yeah. Feel like you shortchanged yourself on that one.
Yeah. Next week, double down.
I hate the fact that I now know a phrase called dick brick.
My dick on brick.
My dick on brick. I saw that and I was like, yes, that's something that Marky would say.
Dick on brick.
Dick on brick.
Jesus.
Coming to Saga next week.
Okay.
It's gonna go bye-bye. All right, so let's get into some top box office news, where Glass has spent the last 3 weeks at the #1 spot. Not hard to do when your movie's making $9 million and no one else is even close to that, except for The Upside.
Yeah.
And no, of course, no other movies are actually releasing.
And it's Super Bowl weekend. You know, they probably just assume no one's going to the theaters. No one wants to release something this weekend.
Yeah, it's a bad idea.
So Glass made $88 million total so far, inching closer to that $100 million mark. The Upside in its 4th week has up to $75 million. That'll get a sequel. And that's all. Let's see. Let's get into some news because this will be fun. Ready?
So Glass was cheap, man, to make.
Mm-hmm.
Only cost $20 million to make.
Yeah, I mean, it was essentially in one location.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Entire shoot.
So yeah, it doubled its cost opening weekend.
Awesome. Good on them.
So,
and that's just domestically.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Disney has come out and said that 40% of the studio's upcoming movies are directed by women. And this was a challenge that was put out this week with a Time's Up issued. A challenge to have every studio just kind of compete and get only 4% increase in women directors for each studio. And so, does that make sense? Did I phrase that correctly? I don't think I did. So there was a Time's Up challenge, and they challenged all the studios in Hollywood to say, "Hey, there's not enough women in Hollywood right now acting films. We challenge you to at least to get 4% of your movies made by women,
or at least 4% more than whatever you currently are."
Right, which is mostly at 0%. Disney said, "Fuck y'all, we already at 40%." There's a lot of movies coming, this year. There's Captain Marvel, the one and the only Ivan, Mulan, Frozen 2, and Stargirl, all directed by women. So that is great. I am a big supporter of this. I do think that more women need to have a voice in Hollywood, and I'm all for it. So good job.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe we'll get some original movies out of this instead of some bullshit reboots.
This is directors, not necessarily writers, Kev. So I mean,
yeah, well, okay.
And I mean, look at the movies that they're like. I mean, I don't know how many of these, but let's say Mulan remake, Captain Marvel. Okay, that's taken from source material. Frozen 2. Okay, that's a sequel. So I mean, the 6 or the 5 that are listed here, at least 3 of those are not necessarily original movies. I don't know about the one and only Ivan, although that does not sound. That sounds like something. I feel like that's a book or something.
Yeah,
and then same thing with Stargirl. Like that's probably something also. But all being said, like this is great. This is great.
Mm-hmm.
I think Wonder Woman proved that, like, I mean, not that I necessarily needed it to be proved to me specifically, but I think it proved to Hollywood that, like, hey, women can fucking do it too, and then pull in a fuck ton of money and sell movies. So.
Yeah, but they've been doing. I mean, it sucks that it goes underlooked. But you think about people as Penny Marshall. Penny Marshall is a very successful female director.
Yeah, but they're not talking about just the odd one here and there. They're saying that there's not a.
They want to be it wants to be the level playing field, and I completely agree. I'm just trying to think of, like, I hope that people don't think there was, like there wasn't women directors before, like recently, before Wonder Woman or something.
No, but I think the thing with Wonder Woman though is that, like, that's has got to be the, like, highest grossing movie made directed by a female director ever. Like, I mean, while Penny Marshall did do a bunch of good movies, there's no way that any of hers got close to whatever Wonder Woman's final was in the box office.
I'm pretty sure if we do a fact check on that is correct. It is the highest grossing movie for a woman director, a female director. Let's see. Speaking of female directors, James Gunn is officially directing the Suicide Squad.
Yep.
Nice.
Is that a male or? Is that
yeah, James Gunn identifies as male.
Okay. I just didn't know.
Yeah.
He had the opportunity to. I guess they offered him Superman, and he turned it down, and he wanted to do the Suicide Squad. So they're rebooting the Suicide Squad.
Oh, right.
Well, maybe. Okay, so he was previously hired to pin the script with an eye to direct. Now he's officially on the director's chair. That's from the article. But it does say we'll be using a mostly new cast of characters and actors. So I don't know if it's... To me, that sounds like we may get some people from the original Suicide Squad, Jesus Christ, movie. Suicide Squad. The
Squid Squad.
But I don't. We'll see. I mean, especially with Birds of Prey coming out, and, like, the fact that, like, so Harley Quinn is getting, like, more movies. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if she shows up.
I would say that she is probably one of the only ones that probably comes back. Maybe Will Smith, but
probably not. No, and I don't know who else you would bother bringing back. No one else really stood out in that movie aside from her and him.
So yeah, they. I guess that Boomerang stood out. He was funny.
He's funny, but at the same time, like, was it Jai Courtney or what was the actor that played him or whatever? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he, like, ditched out and then was gone half the movie, and then, like, showed back up towards the end.
What you want to say it again? You want to go back over that?
Give me a second.
Okay.
Do we need to change regions?
No, I was just saying Jai Courtney. His character, like, ditched out early in the movie and was gone half the movie. Showed back up towards the end or whatever. It was like it was supposed to be like this, like, look, he had a change of heart. He came back. But at the same time, it was like, but why was that needed at all?
Why was that movie needed? That's what everybody asked.
Yeah, seriously, why was that version of the Joker needed? It wasn't. It's terrible.
Let's see. Next order of business. Machinima is well, it has shut down. I was going to say it is shutting down. 80 staff have lost 80 people have lost their jobs, and so it's an end of an era.
That's a bummer.
Wow.
People really took to this. They loved it. So what happened was that the company went and bought them out, and then they moved over a whole bunch of content to the other YouTube channel. Let's see, where is it? I forget where it says. I thought it said in the article who bought them. Parent company.
Otter Media.
It might be.
Well,
It says this week, parent company Otter Media confirmed that the channel has ceased operations.
Yeah. So last month, Machinima set its entire YouTube video catalog to private, saying it was focused on creating new content with the Machinima team, and would continue to showcase the talents of the network in the meantime. This week, parent company Otter Media confirmed that the channel has ceased operation, resulting in a number of layoffs.
We're kind of wowed by this, but at the same time, we all just found out that they went private with their video collection a month ago, and no one noticed.
I saw something about it on Funhouse because Funhouse is basically comprised of older dudes who they had a channel on Machinima called what was it, like they had a channel and they left to do Funhouse, but all of their content just got erased over there, so they had like kind of a response to all of that. So yeah, it's pretty sad.
That's what's crazy to me is like, why would you, like, even if the team is not currently making money, unless you had some contract that said like, because you were responsible for the creation of this, you get X amount of money from the ads or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Why else would you shut that stuff down? Because people are still going to go watch these things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Warner Media looks like bought them.
Wow.
Warner?
Yeah.
That's great. It's insane that they would just get rid of it.
Yeah. Amazon. Press F to pay your respects, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon went on a purchasing spree in Sundance, and they bought the entire city, and now it's just called Amazon. Good luck there. But they also purchased one of our favorite actors of all time. He's probably in our top 3 for all 3 of us. Shia LaBeouf.
I'm sorry?
Shia LaBeouf.
Thank God for the beef.
Yeah.
That's what his name means.
Semi-autobiographical. Words are hard. Autobiography. Honey Boy.
Okay.
I have no other information about that. I just wanted to report on Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. You know what though? I grew up watching Shia LaBeouf with Even Stevens over on the Disney Channel. Like that was on like right when I was around like this, because he's not much older. He's only like a year older than me, if that. And so like, dude, his character on Even Stevens was Caleb. Like that was what Caleb. If you want to know what Caleb was like in middle school, Even Stevens, like 100%. So I growing up with that, and then obviously he moved on to the movies like oh my god, what was that one, the horror film that he did? It was like Rear Window.
I don't know.
And he did that, and then then obviously like Transformers stuff. I still like him. Like I know he gets a lot of shit and stuff, but
I do too.
Like I mean, he had kind of one of those careers, the Hollywood child, So,
he was absolutely fantastic recently in Lawless and Fury.
Yeah.
Those 2 films were fantastic with him in it. I like both of those.
Disturbia. Thank you, random over in the chat. Yes. Disturbia. So I don't know. I'm very curious what this is, because if it's kind of about his life. I mean, his whole like career trajectory has been interesting, because like he was going and doing like stand-up sets when he was like 11 years old and like dropping F-bombs like crazy.
Wow.
And then Disney was like, we like this kid.
That's gonna be your kid.
Probably.
Oh, man.
We're getting a new Super Mario movie for 2022. So hopefully they bring back the original cast from the greatest movie ever made.
Get a shovel.
Yeah, Mario's dead.
Yeah.
Not his spirit.
What is this? Who Framed Roger Rabbit? They're just going to animate him?
Yeah.
Everyone else is going to be live action.
Fuck it.
Oh.
But they can get John Leguizamo back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But Dennis Hopper's dead too, isn't he?
Yep.
Bob Hoskins
Yeah, Dennis Hopper died of cancer.
Yeah, relatively recently, right? Within the last 5 years.
No, within the last 10 for Dennis Hopper, and then within the last 5 for I can't remember his name, and I feel so bad about it. The actor who played Mario,
Bob Hoskins.
Bob Hoskins. Yes, thank you.
He's still around.
He's
What?
Bob Hoskins is dead.
The original Mario?
The one from the 1990s film Super Mario Brothers.
Oh yeah, that guy.
And then also the detective from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Yeah.
Yeah, Dennis Hopper died in 2010.
Yeah. So almost 10 years.
Yeah. Man, it feels like yesterday. I literally remember reading about it. Bob Hoskins died in 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're it's being made by Illumination.
Oh, who?
It'll be animated.
Good.
They'll be like watching a video game story of it.
Yeah, we'll see. Did you guys see? I don't know if this is in our news. That someone hired. What's his name? The guy from Pixar. The guy that got in trouble.
Oh yeah. He went over to DreamWorks.
DreamWorks or one of their sub companies specifically.
Yeah, the guy who hugs weird.
Yeah, the guy who was a little
Paramount.
too touchy. Yeah, and there's a news article recently where they're one of the distributors was like, we're not touching these movies if
John Lasseter.
John Lasseter, thank you.
We covered that a couple weeks ago, didn't we? That was on our show.
Was
we
it?
talked about it. Yeah.
Where they were like,
Where
we're not
there
going
was companies that were backing out of it. Yeah, they're like, because you
Oh.
have him employed, we don't want to do business with you.
Yeah, sorry, just mention of Illumination made me think of that. It reminded me of that story. Just like, damn. I don't
But
remember.
I believe that was Paramount that brought him on.
Yeah.
Yeah, either way. That's
Let's talk some Soldier Boy, shall we?
Yes. Here goes.
Soldier Boy content, Soldier Boy's cool, Soldier Boy's console, Soldier Boy news.
I guess that I see that it was over because Doug's head went like this.
yeah. It froze, yeah.
And done.
So in Soldier Boy news, there is a woman accusing. On early Monday morning, TMZ reported that one woman has accused the rapper of kidnapping her. According to I'm just reading it word for word.
Yeah.
Fuck it. According to the celebrity news outlet, the woman, whose name is Kayla, was said to be dating Soulja.
Oh no.
Apparently, Kayla was backing out of a driveway in her car at Soulja's LA home when she hit a curb. It's from that point that Soulja's assistant reportedly became upset and started fighting with Kayla. From there, Soulja allegedly stepped outside and tried to break up the fight. The woman says that Soulja began punching and kicking her once she was on the ground. She went on to say that he had tied her up for 6 hours.
Damn.
Crazy.
What the fuck, Soldier Boy? If this is true, what the fuck, Soldier Boy?
She's being treated for a concussion and 3 fractured ribs.
Yeah. Well, it says she reportedly visited a hospital. This, I don't know, is this TMZ? Like, it just seems really weird that it's like she reportedly visited a hospital. I think there's records for that.
A lot of you'll see that a lot in news articles about stuff. Even if you know that whether or not something's true, it's always allegedly, reportedly, et cetera, et cetera,
Yeah,
et
it's
cetera.
their way of not getting liable.
Yep, exactly. I mean, yeah, you'll see like there'll be video of a dude shooting somebody, and it'll still be like so and so allegedly, shot so and so, and it's like, no, motherfucker. He waved to the camera, said, "Hi, I'm John Smith," shot the guy. is no allegedly. There's video proof of it, but they
Mm-hmm.
say that just to cover their ass, just in case for some reason somehow it's not him, and that way he can't sue for libel.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's it for this week's news. Soldier Boy just keeps digging a fucking hole.
She didn't like the console, so we tied her up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play that drop just we can end on this drop. Ready? So here we go.
Soldier Boy content. Soldier Boy's cool. Soldier Boy's console. Soldier Boy news.
All right.
God, everyone loves that fucking let's see. Let's get into some gaming news here before we get out of here tonight. Sony has started shifting its first-party development for the PS5, guys.
Nice.
Yep. So it's official. We are at the end, are getting close to the end of this console cycle.
It's usually 7 to 10 years. So yeah.
R.I.P. Man, it really feels like it just started, though, doesn't it?
It does. It
It's-
really does.
I think we're starting to see the edge of what we're going to reach though in this generation, especially with games like God of War and Red Dead 2 and Spider-Man. I think we're starting to see like this is an amazing generation. However, next one's going to kick it off and it's going to be even crazier, especially now with all this like the 2080 and like new graphics cards coming out. I feel like this is going to be a good year for some new graphical achievements. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's gonna be the problem I always have with it is, at this point in the console's life, you really get to see the technology shine because everybody is so comfortable with it that they're pushing it to the limit, and you're really like just soaking all the juices out. You just fucking draining it, and these games just look so fucking good, and they're not shiny to be shiny. Really look fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man's so good looking, and they keep releasing suits for it long after the game's release.
It's nice. It's nice of them to do that for free as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have some pretty big news here. If you didn't know, you may have missed out on the biggest concert of all time in the game of Fortnite. It seems that DJ Marshmallow doesn't seem. I mean, he did it. He broadcasted live, and it was watched by more than 10 million concurrent players.
That's insane.
That is insane. I made the call on Twitter, and I said, "This is just the start. I guarantee you that now they'll have concerts in." Who just deleted all the notes?
No one.
No one. Okay, good. They just deleted, and then they came back instantly, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Wasn't me.
So I said, you can guarantee that they're going to start charging for concerts and shit like that. Like this is going to be a normal thing. I really do think so.
Well, Mike and I was talking on Divas, Dropkicks, and Dives. WWE's looking into a front seat event and that you buy for virtual, and you can watch it and you can pay a ticket price. It seems like that's going to be.
We've been talking about that for a long time. Like when VR first came out, we talked about how that would be a way to watch a sports game and shit like that, and they started doing that. Like you can HBO has VR for boxing.
God.
So but it's not like it's on the
Think if they wear like GoPros and you got to see through that or some kind of weird fancy rig, but you couldn't. There's nowhere you could put it on them, I guess.
Chad Fu says the Fortnite Fire Festival. So that was pretty incredible. The event, actually, I watched the YouTube video. It looked like a ton of fun. Like I was like, oh man, and it was a 15-minute concert.
That's cool.
It wasn't like 3 hours, but it was enough to, it was for gamers, because after 15 minutes they would have lost fucking interest.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I just want to go kill some people.
Yeah.
But it was cool that people were like, they seemed to react to it pretty positively, and like it was fun watching like just random like characters dancing, like doing their own dances throughout, for this concert. And
Cool when it all synced up as well.
Yeah.
They had parts where the beat dropped and everyone jumped in the air and was like, floating and shit.
That was cool too. And they did the anti-gravity thing where you could jump higher, so everyone was doing the heavy jumps. Like it was really cool to watch.
We didn't report on it. I don't have it in the news here because it just launched today, but Respawn, the company behind Titanfall, they surprise announced and released a video game called Apex Legends,
Mm-hmm.
and it's out right now for free. It is a battle royale game, and it looks polished as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And they already have the store in place. They already have like events in place. The game looks like a cross between I would say Fortnite's versus like what's the fucking cell shaded one? Sorry,
Borderlands, yeah,
and
yeah.
a little bit of Call of Duty mixed in. Like it looks really, really smooth, and it's got a pretty good idea. You go in with 3 people, you up your chances in order to survive. Everyone has these ultimate abilities, and you can respawn in the game as well. And it's all about being tactical and squad based. And so far, people are really enjoying it.
Yeah.
I want to try it out with the 3 of us.
I hope the development of this didn't affect the development of their Star Wars game. Respawn, looking at you.
You know it did.
Yeah, like, oh, sorry, the Fallen Jedi is not going to be delayed 6 months because we had to do this instead to pay for the Star Wars game that we're working on.
Strike while the iron's hot. At least it's free. At least they didn't tack it on as something like Blackout. Me and Jer played it for one quick match, and it felt like Blackout, but the animation kind of had a Borderlands feel to it. I liked it. I'll play more of it. I mean, let's get a squad going.
I definitely will play more of it. And if you're an Origin subscriber, they give you 1,000 free tokens to use. And then they also give you a gun, skin, and a banner. I don't know what the fuck that means, but sure.
You know, like a banner by your name. You know how like Call of Duty
Kevin,
and
don't
stuff.
act like you're an expert in this game already.
It's a banner. Everyone get good noob.
So this is kind of strange. But kind of cool at the same time. I don't know exactly what it's going to mean, but Xbox Live is coming to Android, iOS, and the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, no clue what that means.
They will. So what it's gonna mean is that it hooks into the games that you play. It'll support for cross-platform, so that you can integrate it all. And so you'll have your achievements, clubs, friends list, and more. And you can pick up where you left off if you have a game on any of them. So
I'll tell you this: if I could stream my Xbox games on my Switch, yeah, you won my heart.
Ain't that the fucking truth? Are you kidding me?
That's what it's saying here. It says because between its planned game streaming. Oh, who knows? I don't. That would be cool though.
Yeah, I'll play Red Dead on the Switch.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Well, especially since we talked about it a couple weeks ago with Nintendo wanting to switch just to software sales. I feel like this partnership with Xbox would be fucking killer.
We talked about them wanting to switch to software sales?
Didn't we? Didn't we talk about them like not wanting to take any more like crazy risks with hardware?
No.
Because because they're outselling everyone in hardware.
Oh, what am I thinking?
Everyone.
I saw something. I'll look it up.
Kev, were you high?
No. Like, I swear to God, we were having this conversation about like Nintendo wanting to get out of the.
You sure?
Mm-mm.
You sure it was with us and not with your other friends in the general chat?
Oh.
Oh. Let's see. EA is kind of getting beat up right now because if you want to play Anthem and you want to know when to play it, you need a degree to read the chart.
This chart is fucking stupid. I went to the tweet to like look at it because the picture in our notes is pretty small, but like no one gets to play at the same time except for this last weekend.
You know what's funny is if you're paying $70 for the Legion of Dawn edition, you have to wait until the 22nd to play the game. But if you pay $15, you can get in early on the 15th. It makes no sense. Like, if you pre-order the game, let everyone in on the 15th. If you didn't, then the game launches on the 22nd. Or just let everyone in on the same day. Stuff coming up with. You have 4 different dates of when you can play this game.
They're trying to incentivize the Origin access. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, I know they're trying to get people in, but this chart is the dumbest thing ever.
It is.
Yeah, because I was looking at it and I thought originally that like that if you have the Origin Access Premiere, it's X'd out for the third row, which says I just read that and saw that it's a like first trial or whatever, February 15th. And I was like, so you don't get to play February 15th? But no. If you look at the row before that, it's full game on the 15th, so you get that. But it looks like, you kidding me? You're paying, or like the basic gets it on the 15th, but fucking the Premiere doesn't. But it's just stupid. Like, why not put that in the same row with the early access? Like, but for each one, put 10 hours, full access. Why this checks and X's? You dumb shits.
Hey, Doug, for your $5, you're gonna get 10 hours of that gameplay.
Because you have the normal one.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're a basic bitch.
Oh shit, Doug, hip hop horn.
Oh, hip hop horn, Doug.
Mm-hmm. Hey, wait a minute. That's my job. Fuck off.
Man, there's a lot of going on here. Okay, so hey, the Division 2 is also coming out, and they sent out an email that I fully approved. I don't know what the big deal was, and the email subject line of the beta said, "Come see what a real government shutdown looks like in private beta."
Oh yeah,
it had the Capitol building burning in the background. And I was like, well, that's a smart. Oh, they can't say that. And so they had to issue an apology saying, "Hey guys, sorry about that. Didn't mean it. I promise.
It was an accident. We didn't mean to do it. Sorry, but we didn't mean it. It was an sorry. No.
Oops.
But whereas, us, the kind of pessimists, or those like laughing hysterically.
Yeah.
The nihilists over here, just burn it all down.
We understand how to make and tell a joke.
Well, I mean, I can understand. I guess if you're a government employee who went out without pay for 35 days.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, if you're one of those million people, or if you're a government contractor that's not getting back pay at all, like I can understand where maybe like how that is not fucking funny. My livelihood was at stake for 35 days thanks to our tyrannical president. But to me, the person who's pretty much been unaffected by it, and again, a nihilist, thinks it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I guess I was insensitive to those people because I forgot already that happened.
Yeah,
fucking Jeremy. Nintendo is bringing another game out to I was going to say the Switch, but it's the Apple iOS iPhone game. They're bringing Dr. Mario.
I love Dr. Mario. Sorry,
It was all right.
It was all right, Kev. It was Tetris.
It was a good alternative to Tetris. I love Tetris.
Fuck Tetris. Give me Dr. Mario all day. In fact, when I got this Switch or whatever, and they released the Nintendo Online, whatever the fuck that thing was called, that's like the only game I played. I played Mario 3 for like 5 minutes. I went, oh shit, Dr. Mario. Hours.
Mm-hmm.
Hours.
I am not kidding.
Kev just sent an article that says Nintendo could shift away from. This is an opinion piece, Kev.
Is it an opinion piece?
It looks like it.
It's from Telegraph.
Yeah, no one.
But that doesn't mean it's not.
It's news. It's not fucking opinion piece.
Well, the headline already throws you off. Nintendo could shift. They could.
Well, that's the quote. That's the quote from the president, Shuntaro Fujiwara.
Said could shift away from home consoles in the future while the company looks to expand its in mobile TV and theme parks.
So that's what I was saying, but them shifting away. I didn't mean like they were completely go away, but I feel like we talked about it on the show though. Like it's kind of weird.
He wants to make Nintendo Disney, essentially. That's what he wants to do.
Well, especially with the movies now, like coming out with the Super Mario Brothers movie. But who knows?
He wants to do theme parks and all that shit. And I mean, he's got the iconic characters, right, to do it.
Yeah.
But I don't think that means that they move away from the console anytime soon.
Yeah, that'd be a terrible decision, seeing as that's their breadwinner.
anytime soon. Are you guys searching deep down for that sequel to Jade Empire? Have you been itching for a sequel to this one?
No.
Yeah, I did in like 2006.
BioWare, if you're gonna make a sequel, I recommend the Old Republic. Like, what? Make something that people want. You work for EA or whatever, so get your fucking shit together and make the right fucking game.
There is
Shit,
talk because BioWare went ahead, or EA submitted for a new trademark application for the franchise in late January. That could mean anything, a number of things, really. Either A, they're just renewing the license, B, they are going to do a remake, or C, they're going to do a sequel. Flip a coin.
The Old Republic.
Yeah. For real. Why remake that game?
Yeah.
And update the graphics. That's all you need to do.
Yeah,
maybe
I wouldn't mind a little more work into it if they're going to remake it. But
yeah, make it a little smoother.
Well, and also, like, one of the things I liked about the Old Republic, the MMO, versus Knights of the Old Republic, the game, was the
Based.
The fact that your character talks back. Like, there's it instead of it just being like, okay, I'm going to choose this dialogue, and then the person continues talking with the dialogue tree. I liked the, like, okay, I want to tell this person to go screw themselves, and then he says something, like, go get bent or whatever. Like, I like that. Like they did in Mass Effect and all that stuff. So I would like to see that come back in a remade version of this game if they ever did it, which they won't, but they should, because they just need to.
Agreed.
So good. That would make me play it again. I've tried to go back, but like after experiencing other games that are similar, especially that are made by BioWare, like Mass Effect and the Old Republic, it's hard to go back to Knights of the Old Republic for that very reason. Like it feels hollow. The conversations with people now, because they're like, your character doesn't do or say anything.
Well, that and the fighting system is completely, it's like a weird turn-based, which was revolutionary for the time, but nowadays it's very outdated, and definitely they could use an up of that too. So I would love it, because I bought the 4K when they redid it on Xbox One X and added the 4K textures or whatever. It's fun to go back. I mean, it still looks very aged, but it's the smoothest it's going to look.
Oh, they just need to rebuild it.
Yeah, I'd be all for that, especially if they could somehow do like the Resident Evil treatment. I mean, man.
Yeah, because if they do it well. Like, then EA will win over back like their Star Wars fans. They'll make bank. They'll make so much fucking money on people that want to play this game again and play it like a new upgraded version. Because it's a great fucking story. It's so good. What was that, Jer? Are you singing over there?
Oh, sorry. Cool, you said if you're gonna do it, you're doing it well, and I was just went to LL Cool J.
Doing it well.
Now lick those lips and kiss.
Doug?
I'm good.
I'm good.
All right, that's our show. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the after party, so that way you can do some Q's and we can do some A's.
Sorry.
I'm Jeremy.
Hold on, real quick. In the chat.
Oh.
Sidewinder says, "Hey Kev, thanks for the shout out last week. I was a rolling advertisement for the show at Roller Derby Nationals Saturday and Sunday, rocking an 8-bit sticker on my helmet."
Hell yeah, Sidewinder. Good talking to you. I'm wearing my hoodie right now.
Hey, Sidewinder, quick question: How much would it cost for us to sponsor a team, aka our logo on your jerseys?
If you know that
info, we'll pay you a good 10 spot.
A tenner. Is 10 good?
Tenner good.
Tenner.
We could talk more. It's just I saw that pop up right before we ended the show. So, but
that's super cool.
We're gonna do a Q&A here when we're done. So stick around if you're on Twitch. If you're not on Twitch and you're listening to this at home on Spotify or iTunes, become a patron so you can hear this shit. And the extended cuts.
Extended cuts and all that other shit. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Doug.
I'm Kevin.
Until next time, lots of love, hugs, and all that bullshit.